Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2009 Ford Escape Hybrid. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. This is my first time actually being in this. I think we just got it maybe last week. So here we go. We'll see what we got. Okay, so these things are really cool because you get the SUV and then you get the hybrid. So you know in SUVs you're going to get 15, 18 miles to the gallon. With this one you're going to get mid 20s. So it's kind of cool. And these we really haven't seen any major problems with these hybrids. The biggest problem that there are with Escapes in general is the rust around the wheel well, and this one does have a frame rust disclosure, which I will show you what the auction was talking about, and I'll kind of tell you what there is to do about that as we go. But anyways, body on this looks really clean on the outside. In the Midwest it had to have been garaged. You've got a little bit of oxidation on the wheels, but not bad at all. These tires are at least 50% on the rear, and probably better than that on the front, probably close to 75% on the front. It does have this this on there. I do not know the code, but I haven't checked to see if we have it anywhere. If not, you can always get it at a dealership after you have it registered in your name, and then you have that function for you. It's got the leather. It's been cleaned. Not necessarily detailed, but it's been cleaned. It's got the sunroof, which we'll check when we get inside. I'm gonna carefully open this one. Again, clean on the inside. It's in good condition. Got my kid with me today. He's I found that I'm not getting video test drives done because I'm in the office watching him. So today he's just going to go with me. The back looks really good. You've got a little bit of rust right there, and you've got those backup sensors. Over here you've got a little bit of rust on the wheel well, so that's probably the bad wheel well. And I will look, because they said it was visible from the inside. Let's see. Let's open this back hatch. So here's this right here. I don't know. Well, not visible from the inside. Let's look under here. Okay, so what happens on these Escapes? Okay, right here, you get some rust on there. Really, it's surface rust, but it happens on every Escape. Let's see if I can get under there. And it's such a problem that Ford has created a solution for it. So they sell everywhere. We'll look on this one to see if it's this one doesn't look bad at all. So Ford has created a solution for it. They sell for about 100 to 120 bucks. They sell a replacement wheel well, which just fits right inside that wheel well, and you tack weld it in, and it solves the problem. It's done. So eventually, when this one busts out, it just butts up against the new one, and it's not a problem. This one does not seem like it's very far gone at all. But like I said, that's just a common thing. Pretty much every Escape we get has that disclosure because it has either happened or it will happen. So I don't think it's to the point where we will repair it yet, just because it's not very far gone. Just something to do in your future would probably be, and like I said, it's $100 plus someone to tack weld it for 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So really not a big deal at all, just something you need to plan on. So underneath the hood, we've got the hybrid motor started right up this morning. Sounds like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. This one only has 126,000 miles on it too, so it's really low mileage. And what's really cool is the previous owner left it with about 3/4 of a tank of gas. So that means that I'm going to be driving this one. Let's see, oil change is due in November at 126,805. Let's see, let me get to, I gotta figure out how to get to there it is. Okay, 126,403, so it's got about 400 miles until the next oil change. Electric energy, okay. let's see, 243 miles to empty. See, 25 miles to the gallon. So that's really awesome for an SUV. And you can see right up here, this is your hybrid meter. So it'll tell you when you're charging your battery and when your battery is actually assisting you. And as long as that's moving the way it should, you know that your hybrid is working the way that it should. And we will check windows. Driver's side window works. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. Rear driver's side window works. We've got our sunroof up here, and that also works. Looks like we've got, looks like they had taped this at one point. I'm not gonna try opening that just in case it's you know, jimmied up there, but it's probably, this is probably loose, probably not functional the way it should be. Got a little bit of tape there, so something if that bothers you. We've got that tire pressure light on. Odds are it's just a sensor that's not reading correctly. That's about 90% of what they are. But no check engine lights on the dash. You see I've got my computer pulled up. Vehicle has no fault code. So no check engine lights on. I've got my heated seat is working because it was cold this morning, so I got the car started. And the heat is also working. Really kind of pointless to test the AC because it's 44 degrees out. But you know, I assume, you know, I guess I don't assume anything. I guess you can find out next summer whether or not that works. Let's see, radio, I think I just turned it off. Radio works. And let's see. Okay, so now we're gonna go take it for a drive. And just driving from my lot to over here, the brakes on this thing are phenomenal. Like when I pushed on them, they about threw me through the windshield. So you got to be real gentle on the brakes. They must have just been replaced. So if you see me braking and kind of jerking forward, that is why, because the brakes are brand new. Driving very well. It's driving smooth. I don't hear any suspension noise, and that's another thing too that tells you that that wheel well isn't very far gone, because when it starts to go, you'll start to hear a little bit of strut noise in the back, or shock noise, whatever it is, where that shock is hitting up against nothing. And so that's just another example of how it's barely even there, but it is there. Went up that hill just fine, no problems. Sometimes that hill is difficult. You know, I specifically use that hill because it's kind of a steep hill, and so it puts your car under a load. So if it's gonna fail, that's where it's going to fail. Has good acceleration. Let's see. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Windshield wipers work. Gotta go easy on the brakes. Like I said, brakes are absolutely excellent. No grinding, no vibration, no pulling. Turn this heat down. And we'll get around here and check our cruise. And this should be an all-wheel drive vehicle. Most of them are. They don't have the four-wheel drive selector, but just double check the description on that. But it should be all-wheel drive, which just means it's, you know, four-wheel drive all the time. Let's see. Let's get my cruise on. So you can see over there on the right, there's my little cruise indicator, and I'm cruising about 45. So my cruise also works. All right. So worst thing about this vehicle is you are going to have a fender, a wheel well that needs replaced sometime in the life of this vehicle. If you garage it, obviously it's going to be longer. If you leave it outside, it's going to happen a little bit faster just because of weather conditions. And then it's got that right there. Other than that, it drives excellent. It looks excellent. It's got a full tank of gas right now, almost. Oil change probably will be due shortly after you buy it. But if there's anything I missed, any other questions you have, just give me a call or text me. My cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.